Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren. And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
The Cimorelli podcast.
Wow.
This is episode 167, and today we're going to be talking about the ick, aka things that give us the ick, which I could literally talk about things that give me the ick for about 5 days straight because I think like everything gives me the ick. I don't know if that's like a personality flaw, so I got to go to therapy for, pray about. I don't know. If you think that some people are more prone to the ick than not, let me know.
That is
Maybe
true.
it's not me. Maybe it's not just me, but it could be.
That is true. So we each made a list.
We've each made a list
of like 8, right?
Yeah.
8
I'm
icks.
so excited.
And we're all going to read you some of our biggest icks.
Why does this make me so excited? Is that bad?
It's going to be funny, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
It's going to be really fun. Oh, I can't wait.
So that's what we're going to do when we get to the main topic. But we always start off our show with
Our highs and our lows.
highs and lows of the week.
So who would like to start us off, ladies?
Okay, let me just jump in. Let's see. High of the week. I feel like my week didn't have that many like super high points. So thinking of the high, it's like meh, good, whatever. So my high, I guess, was yesterday when I was doing this course on working on your mindset, basically, and your thoughts, your negative thoughts, and your core wounds and all this stuff, whatever. And it was just really helpful. And I felt like I was like, I don't know, I felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders. So I could really get in touch with myself and realizing all these things
I love that.
that I had been working on a few years ago that had kind of been like put on hold. Right before like the pandemic. It's like everything kind of got put on hold for a bit. So I guess it felt like a high that I was like, whoa, I'm making so much progress and like getting in touch with myself, really working on that lately. So that was a high. And then the low was right before then.
Oof.
I felt like I was really, what spurred this is I felt like I was really like out of touch with myself and like pushing all my feelings down, repressing and such. And I just felt like I woke up and I was so exhausted for like another day in a row. And I was like, you know what? This only happens when I'm so stressed and emotionally repressed because it wasn't like something in my lifestyle. I wasn't sick. It wasn't any of these things. It was like stress, exhaustion.
Oh, that'll get you.
So, yep.
Yeah. That is quite the low.
That was my high and low.
Cute.
Amy, you go.
You're already ready. You go.
Okay. Well, I'll start with my low. It's easy to say. I got scammed on Facebook
Yikes.
Marketplace.
I'm sorry for laughing, Kat.
Yeah, that was my first time getting scammed, so that was not fun.
You know what? Pretty good being your first time.
Yeah, it has been years.
True.
That was not cool. But kind of made me lose my already shaky sense of trust in the world.
In the Facebook world.
Yeah, but my high, which I wonder if anyone here can probably guess what it is. It's my cleaning routine.
Oh, yes.
She won't stop talking about
I
it.
have been blathering on about it's been 2.5 weeks.
I love it.
I've never had anything resembling. Like I remember one time Amy was like, "Oh yeah, I do my laundry every week on Fridays or something."
I still do.
And I was like, "Why would you do it on this?" I don't understand why people would do that. I just did not understand it. And now I'm like, something clicked in my mind. And I was like, oh my gosh, having a cleaning routine is literally the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. And it's not just my cleaning. I feel like it's impacted like my life organization, which I also am not great with. So I feel like it's just lifted a burden of like knowing that certain things are going to happen certain days. And so on the weekend, I feel like I can relax a little bit more because
it
I'm
frees
like,
up your mind so much.
yeah, I feel like my mind before, if I had a moment, was always like, okay, I have like 10 million things to do. Which one should I do first? And now I feel like there's still things to do, but it feels like not quite so many. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that on Monday. I'm going to do that on Tuesday. Like it's all going to work out.
I love it.
So I don't just do it now or else it's never going to get done. So
I love it.
my routine. It just makes me glow.
So
Yeah. Shout out to the fly lady because that's who my routine
Shout
is.
out.
If anyone else is a fellow fly baby, that's what they are called.
Oh, I love
let
it.
me know.
I love it.
Am I I don't think so. But
Okay. My low was the whole week.
I'm sorry
I'm
for
just like
laughing.
mentally unhinged. I don't know.
Happens to the best of us.
And then my high was I had some good like girl gang hangs actually that like brought me out of my like unhinged weirdo mentality all week that were very like fun and wholesome and good.
I love
and so it was fun.
Good.
Cute. Oh, I'm last. I quit. My lowest I've been ugly as heck out.
Oh.
And it makes me depressed.
The weather is so
I'm
dreary.
Literally so affected by weather, so severely affected. Like, I arrange it's so weird, but like, I base my mood off of the weather. Does that make any sense? Like, my musical mood, I base off of the sky and the weather.
Okay.
So when
yeah.
it's like down, it makes me down and sad. And I feel like I'm like in the Twilight movie or whatever, but like I
Yeah,
don't
so
live
just
in
like
Washington.
go with it.
Well, this is like the worst because it's
Okay.
like drizzly and gray. It's the
And
most
it's not
depressing
warm.
weather.
It's supposed to be
Fall.
summer.
Yeah,
and
it's
fun
June.
and fresh
The heck?
and fierce.
True.
I hate
So that's really sad. TBH.
It's really sad.
What's wrong with these people? Anyway, my high is that I went to a wedding and it was really fun. It was
You look
great.
so pretty.
Thank you.
I kept seeing your post. I was like, wow, this green dress is a really good color.
Everyone is saying that. Okay, Christina, I don't know what it means, but it's bright, warm toned, dark, or bright, warm
like jewel
toned, darker
Guys,
green.
we
yeah.
need to do our color
But
analysis.
it's not emerald because emerald's more cool tone. This
Comment
is more
on this
yellow
episode if you
undertone.
want
I
us to
don't
do
know.
color.
So
I feel like
I don't know
everyone
what
keeps
it
talking
means,
about that lately.
But everyone, literally everyone in person, everyone on the internet, everyone's just like, oh my gosh, that is your color. And I
Guys,
was like,
one of
wait.
my friends just texted me that she just got her color analysis done, and 2 days ago, another friend was telling me she was thinking of getting it. I'm like, this is like
It's-
really popular.
it's
TikTok is
sweeping the
making it.
nation.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what that means. If you know what that means for me, just let me know below. But everyone was like, wow, this is your color. Even in person, I was like, thank you. But I own nothing else in that color.
Get more.
So I need to find more somehow. So that's the tea.
Okay, so guys, we're ready to jump in to the Icks. If you guys want to see every full episode of the podcast, you're going to have to join our Patreon. We post every other episode fully only on Patreon. It's only $5 a month and you get all the episodes. You support the Cimorelli podcast. It means so much to us. And you get all our bonus content out there. We do Monday Q&As individually, so you guys get to ask us individual questions. And we do Throwback Thursday content as well. We posted the other day about some of the crazy ones of Lisa, the Wacky Wednesday. We're doing the Throwback Thursday. Lisa used to do these just unhinged,
Wild,
just
wild
wacky videos.
I loved them.
And they're kind of like buried in the Patreon. Like you can find them if you look for them, but some people don't even know about them. So we're reposting them on Throwback
Revamping.
Thursdays so you guys can really see what it has to offer. So
It's so
there's a lot of
funny.
cool stuff. And you can do like a monthly live stream with us. And there's like other tiers you can do more. So check that out. It's linked in the description, patreon.com/Cimorelli.
Woo!
All right. Let's jump into it, ladies. Let's pull up
Oh my gosh. Are we going,
our Icks.
are we going in a circle? Like this
Guys,
one?
how easy was this
Down
list
the
to put
line.
together?
So
It's pretty
easy.
It was
fast.
actually hard at
Oh,
first.
really?
I was like,
I have such a low
I have an abundance.
threshold and capacity for Icks. I do everything. just-
So easy for Amy.
of course.
Yeah.
I'll just go with the first one because it's like easy and not a surprise to anyone.
Okay.
One of my biggest icks of all time is any food that involves eggs in liquid form. So that's especially mayo, but
can't
even gelato because there's
I know.
egg,
I can't do it
but
either.
it's liquid. It's not
Ew.
like the solid.
I didn't know that.
I can't
Even
listen.
even if I ate it before, now that I know,
I
I can
will
never eat
vom.
it again.
Yeah.
Like once I
will
learned,
vom.
I couldn't do it.
I have to
anymore.
not know, and then maybe after, but I'll be like, oh,
The only way. No, never mind.
yeah. So any food,
Sure,
especially.
some people put mayo on their grilled cheese, but to me, it's not offensive
Oh,
because you
okay,
cook
wait.
it.
Actually,
could be okay.
If you
in-
bake it or cook it, then it's
it's an
fine.
interesting distinction. If you use it kind of like butter and you cook it and it's like browned and
Yeah,
it's
that's
not,
okay.
you
Then
don't
it's
see
not
it.
creepy.
I
then
can
yeah.
kind of.
I could roll with that.
I can kind of deal with that. So yeah, that's a common ick. One of my biggest icks of all time, mayo particularly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
will.
ranch, anything with mayo.
Oh, yeah.
Ranch has mayo.
But-
I don't even want to speak.
But
about
I'll
it.
have.
I don't even want to speak.
I'll
about
have ranch that doesn't have mayo, like vegan ranch, which I
Oh,
have
I
bought
love vegan
many
ranch.
times. Okay,
Guys,
next.
I second that ick, and I knew I loved my husband when he was eating this thing of ranch,
Ugh.
and I was like, you're eating ranch, it's literally disgusting, but I still love you so
Kat,
much.
I would throw up.
That's
on
when
that.
she
I am
knew.
so sorry.
He was the one.
No, I was
I
like,
would
you know
throw
what?
up.
This really grosses me out, but you don't gross me
I
out.
don't allow mayo in my home.
I will not.
I'll buy it for people.
Absolutely
When I
not.
my
have my own
in-laws come-
home, it will not be there.
I will not touch it. Okay, next.
Okay, my first ick is horror movies.
That's on my list.
Is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, I hate horror movies. It's literally an ick because I get physically ill.
Yeah.
Not just from horror movies, from any like violence or dehumanization. Sometimes I'm like, Max, we need to turn I
Wait,
can't even hear
yes.
someone describing something. I just feel like I'm going to throw up. So
No.
that I would say violence and gore in general is
It's
No.
an ick for
one of the top icks of my life.
That's an ick for me because it's kind of like, why is this? I don't know. It's like, why is this enjoyable?
Yeah, it's not.
It
It's
makes
the
you
thrill.
question.
You don't
It makes me
actually watch
question.
it, but you just know
It's
something happened. You're like,
interesting.
What?
I'm so
You
scared.
watch it.
No, you don't watch like the actual like
Some people-
disturbing
a
part.
lot
You
of
just
people
know,
do.
oh my gosh, there's a killer on
Okay,
the loose.
there's a difference between like a thrill and then
no, it's not a
watching
thrill.
something horrific and evil and being like, ooh, enjoyable. It's like, what?
I like a thrill.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't like a kill.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know. I can't
Well,
do it.
yeah.
Okay,
See,
I
I
agree
don't
with
like
that. I
horror
agree.
movies.
I like a thrill. I don't like a
I don't
killer.
like horror movies, but I do like Dateline. So
That's
Oh,
diff-
I hate
What's the
that.
distinct?
It's a little different.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, movie thing that gives me the ick is like boy humor movies. Ugh.
Okay, I have to say that actually
Oh.
because I watched
Like,
Anchorman.
I
thought it
think
was
me
funny.
too.
It gives me the biggest
Oh,
ick.
but that's
I'm
something
like,
that I
I will
hated.
vom. I'm sorry.
I think that gives me the ick too.
It does.
I think some of
it
it's
does.
funny.
Just the thought
Guys,
of it.
fart jokes I think are funny. Okay.
I like that.
I'm gonna throw up.
I
right
like
now.
that my husband also doesn't like love
Oh, I have no problem
that,
with it.
which is cool
Ew.
to me.
That's disgusting. Get out.
Okay, this is controversial, ick,
Oh.
but New Girl gives me the ick.
I love that
Wait,
show.
so wait, explain.
Everyone told me you love it, so funny, it's so your humor. I tried to watch the first episode. I literally had the ick the
Okay.
whole time. I was like,
I get
but
why.
it's confusing because like when I see a clip from it, sometimes I'm like, oh, that was funny.
I think,
But
I think
I
it got
watched
different
it and I was
later
like,
in the
I
did
seasons.
get different
have
later.
the ick from this whole experience.
But I think it's no. I know.
It's a little ick.
I
Laura,
get
I think
exactly
the
why
first-
you
I
think
don't
that.
know.
Yeah, I can't
Why?
remember because I wasn't like the most avid watcher, but I'm pretty sure the
The
first
season's
season
not as good.
was
and
kinda
then after
different.
that, it gets so good.
But that's interesting.
But
it's
I
like
think
I did
that-
not let out one chuckle.
Okay,
Oh,
I
that's
think you would
interesting.
like Schmidt
Okay.
and Winston. Though.
Oh,
I
yes.
think you
Oh
would
yeah,
like their
Schmidt is so
characters.
funny.
They're
No.
so
Schmidt
funny.
is so
I feel
funny.
like it's overplayed where I'm like, okay.
Oh.
Okay, I think you'd enjoy their characters. Maybe not the show, but you'd
Okay.
I
enjoy
think
it.
it might be ruined for me.
Oh, my first thing is getting somewhere first / walking in alone. I hate it.
Gives you the
It
ick?
That's
gives me
the ick?
I'm like, ooh. Like, I feel like,
Okay.
You know,
I
this
don't
has
know.
happened many times because I've gotten somewhere that Amy is and she's like, hey, when are you gonna be here?
I would say that gives
I'm like,
me
oh,
like
late as usual.
terror.
But it
Not
also
the
makes
ick.
me like getting there. Like, I just get like, ooh.
Wait, what do you mean first?
You're the first person at the function.
Oh, I don't mind that actually.
What if you get first pick
Do
of
you
the
know
food?
everyone?
It gives me the
I
ick.
kind of like that.
I just can't do it.
Okay, my next one is an ick of other people.
Oh, I love
so
it.
this is when people have road rage.
Oh, that gives me the ick so bad.
I have road rage so bad though. I'm sorry,
really-
guys.
Oh, yours doesn't give me as much. Like it really.
Because
gives me
mine
an
isn't
ick.
serious.
Because it just is kind of like pathetic.
Yeah.
It is. It literally is.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not that dramatic. You can take
I
a deep
agree.
breath. It's okay. And road rage is so awkward because you could be like so mad at the person behind you, and then if you found out like, oh wait, that's my friend, you'd be like, oh, JK.
Well, and
It's weird.
our dad always
Right? Isn't
instilled
that
in
weird?
us never get into road rage because it's just dangerous.
Yeah, but it gives me the ick. All right,
It
next.
does.
Totally agree.
Okay, this is a very obvious one. Amy, plug yours. You're gonna hate it. Cottage cheese.
Oh, that's not as offensive as Christina's was.
I recently saw a trend of people tricking themselves and making cookie dough out of cottage cheese and being like, this is so good. No, it's not. Stop tricking yourself. That's disgusting.
I think that there could be
I hate that.
something to do if you put it on like toast with some fruit or something
Nope,
that could
nope.
be good and it has a lot of protein.
Okay, wait.
no,
Let me
no.
I don't know if I could get past
let me
that.
Hey,
tell
it is
you-
nutrient dense, but it's disgusting.
Let me tell you my experience with cottage cheese. I've never eaten it cold, so I have no idea what that is like. But I've put it in eggs because it melts. It's really good. I put it in eggs.
Oh, if you cook it, that would be different.
And I put it on avocado toast, and it was amazing.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think I've
And
ever
protein.
purchased it.
It was amazing.
I'll buy like mayo, like
I
for
would
someone else.
actually-
I won't buy cottage
Okay.
cheese.
okay, no, let's
No,
get
it's
off that
really
for
it's
Yeah.
really good in
you.
eggs.
We need
I'm
a
just
dang
saying.
quesadilla.
It tastes.
I can't think
It
about
almost
that.
tastes like mozzarella
Oh!
melted. Like it's
I'm
doesn't. It's
really
not that
so
dramatic.
interested.
I don't know if I can eat it cold. We'll see.
Moving on.
This next one is divided also.
The
That
nation?
half people will agree with me, I think, and then half people will be like, what? But I feel bad saying this about a person, but I also don't because of who it is. But my next ick is Matt Rife.
Who's that?
Oh,
Lauren.
yeah.
Who's that?
I agree. I
The
agree.
comedian.
He's all over
I
TikTok.
feel like I can say that because so many people love him, and it's like, I think he's fine. Like, everyone likes him. He's really going to
Let
the
me
top.
look at
Okay,
a picture
successful
so I can
comedian
figure
guy.
Agree.
But every time I see him, I'm just like,
I am not in that corner of the internet. I recognize this face, but I don't know who this person
he's
is.
just on TikTok a lot, and
Yeah.
some people think he's really funny.
Okay.
Never been
A
there.
lot of people actually.
This one gives me so much of the ick, and I feel a little bad, but not really. I'm sorry. Tortured soul musician men.
Oh, duh.
Or artistic tortured souls.
Duh. That's a giant
Nothing
duh.
makes me more just disturbed in my
It ain't
soul.
right.
I literally am like, no.
Yeah, I think that like actually
Like, dig a
scares
hole.
you.
Touch some
Yeah, you
grass, dig a hole, just do some hard
Get some
manual
sun.
labor. Like,
Yeah, they
Eat-
should do some manual
eat
labor.
some
That's a good idea.
protein. I don't
Wait,
know.
wait.
No, you look like I think your life would be better. I don't think they eat enough.
Here's a question. Do you feel the
I think
same
that's
way
right.
about tortured soul women?
No,
It's different.
it's different. Tortured soul? No, there isn't a really tortured soul women though. It's just different. It's
I
like,
would say there
woe
are.
is me.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Women get your sympathy, men get no sympathy.
No, I'm sorry. You can woe is me, but just like
By yourself. Don't
Yeah, I
tell
feel like
anybody
there's-
about it.
There's a line between like expressing your emotions and then like wallowing.
because I think a
in
lot
your
of them come with a
emotions.
massive victim complex / ego at the same time.
Oh yeah,
That is
that
true.
is
So
not
I can't
right.
handle
That
that.
is
I
true.
will not
That
deal
ain't
with that.
right.
See, it's
We will
interesting
just
though
never
because
speak.
I feel like living in LA, not gonna name any names, but I'm thinking of some people that are like these very like macho-y men who are like working out a lot and they were very like ripped, but they were literally that. They were like
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
very much like
Well, that's
me.
not doesn't mean you're not.
Yeah,
that.
I'm
It
saying I
doesn't-
feel like it's not
about
a
how you
look.
look.
It's a mentality.
It's how you are.
yeah.
And maybe if you even if you are macho, maybe you do need to eat some more protein because of that.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's like for
Okay.
your soul. For your soul.
Anyway,
Okay.
my next one is Grease the movie.
yes.
Hallelujah.
I just can't.
Hallelujah.
I haven't even seen
When
it,
the
and I have
entire
the ick.
moral is changing yourself for a man
Okay,
coming
yeah.
on a cat suit, no.
Yeah, here's the
Wrong.
problem. One, it has a very
Like
odd.
her leather suit in the end, like
It has an
no.
odd moral, and
Bad moral, not odd, bad.
two,
Sorry.
all of them are like 50 and they're playing like teenagers. And I was just watching. I watched it the first time I was older, and I was like,
Because mom didn't let us watch it.
No.
well, I don't know if you were.
No, I
Were
remember
you?
her being like, no, you can't watch that.
And I finally watched it when I was a little older, and I was like, I'm so confused. How are I don't know if you watch it, it's like how are they?
I think it's about the
teenagers?
music. That's why people.
And
like
then
it.
the sing. There was just so many odd like singing situations where I was like, what?
You're
I was
like, ew.
confused. No, I was just confused. I was like, what is the sound? What is
Oh,
going
I
on?
do like the one song.
Okay. This might be kind of random. I don't know if anyone else cares about this, but e-readers.
What does that
I hate
mean?
them.
Yes,
Okay,
Catherine. Yes, yes.
I
Give me a real
hate
book.
like Kindles.
What?
Like I
Oh.
hate any electronic thing that
E-reader?
should be
that
made
you
out of
read books on.
that should be made out of paper.
Gives you the ick.
I don't like it. It just
I
creeps
agree.
me out. I'm like, I just want a book, and I don't want technology to ruin books because books are way better than technology.
I mean, yeah.
And honestly,
I
you could,
agree.
yeah. And sometimes things like even Google Calendar, yeah, I use it, whatever. But I really
But
like
you
a
get the ick
paper
while you're putting those
calendar.
things
I
in.
know. I just feel like I'm giving my life to the man. I don't like it.
I agree.
Okay.
I just like a real paper
Okay.
experience.
This is like, I'm reading this, I'm like, this is very oddly specific, but I experienced it a couple weeks ago, and that's why I thought of it. And it is, and I'm sorry, because this is really a lot of people, a man wearing, and I don't know why you guys would be like, what? A man in this today's day and age wearing a polo and shorts and a front-facing hat.
What? How is that an ick?
No, he does not
He
wear that.
wears a polo
no,
shorts and a hat.
No. He wears that in like construction.
Wait, I was gonna
man,
say, I'm
millennial
pretty
way.
sure
Okay.
Max
No,
wears that too.
And it's
Oh,
not.
no, wait,
Is
no,
there
no.
like a new
Wait, I
Gen
need more
Z?
details.
Is there a Gen Z version?
Give me some details,
Because they're
Lauren.
millennial.
It's like okay.
Yeah, it's
It's like it's like a stylish polo. Okay,
Yeah, Nick
not
doesn't
like
wear the
Nick.
stylish polo.
And then like the
He does.
trendy shorts
That are
where
He does
they're
really
not
like
short?
wear the trendy
they're like
shorts.
tacky, like shorter-ish
Okay. Ooh.
shorts, and then like not like a baseball cap forward hat, like a I don't even know what they are. They're kind of like flat
Like the trucker
forward
hats?
hat. I don't
Wait,
know.
yeah.
Okay,
But I
I'm
went
getting-
out into the world.
getting a
Oh,
vision.
yeah.
I saw this so many
Yes.
times, and I got
get
the
it.
ick every time. And I'm so sorry because
Okay.
this is the uniform of young men of this nation.
Is
and
this
I'm
like
sorry,
frat vibes?
but
It is
you
kind
say?
of frat vibes.
Okay, yeah.
Or like
I
golfer
cannot-
vibes?
I literally like it. Like I had a physical response, like
Ooh.
of seeing it.
Okay, yeah.
and I'm
I
so
see.
sorry. It doesn't mean you look bad. They look great, objectively.
Just not for
great
you.
looking guy.
It's not your cup of tea.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Um,
totally see what you
scared
mean.
me.
I totally
My
see it.
ick is other people eating. That's just the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
My
have
ick is
psychological
you
issues.
chewing.
Yes, that's fair. That is fair. It's all fair. Eating is just gross.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Especially yogurt.
Oh,
That's Amy's number one. Is that your
Oh my
number
gosh.
one ick?
Wait, that's mine. The smell of yogurt.
yes. Why is it?
Oh, it
Oh,
does
it's
smell
so
bad.
bad.
I think it smells
so
good.
bad.
Okay.
I was like, do I have some sort of like yogurt?
There's something
trauma?
about pickled, like not pickled, but like vinegary. What is the word? Fermented foods that are sweet.
Yeah.
I like salty for like pickles, but I don't like sweet pickles.
Yeah.
I
Sweet
love
pickles aren't
that.
good.
I don't like
And
sweet
I
I
think
love the sweet
yogurt,
ones.
I really walk the line with it. I like
Oh
it,
my.
but it's gotta be
Yeah,
in the
it
right.
has
It's
to
kind
be
of
the
you
right-
gotta be in the mood for it.
True.
Wow.
Okay.
Just wow. Okay, so this is similar to Lauren's of something about men wearing something. So this is okay. Once again, no offense. Sorry if this is you, but I feel like not that many people in 2023 probably.
Okay.
Which is men wearing skinny jeans.
Oh,
I thought Lauren was literally gonna say that.
I
that's
just can't do it.
that's been your ick for life, though. I feel
yeah.
like even when they were popular.
And even Nick has the same ick for himself. He won't even wear slightly fitted jeans. He wears like the 90s kind of. He like won't even go
course he does.
slightly fitted. Like where I think it would probably look kind of good. No. Nope. But yeah, I'm like, okay, we share the same ick. That's good. Yeah, skinny. There's just something about.
It ain't right.
Something
It
about
ain't
it.
June. It ain't the plaza.
I just can't.
Yeah, just like relaxed fit, guys.
just ain't right.
A little more relaxed.
Okay, that leads into mine, which I feel bad saying one of what men do
Every
or wear.
single one of
Well,
us.
it's just,
feel bad.
it's just your own preference.
Yeah. And I think this really goes back to my theory that people's shoes go with their
Oh,
personalities.
I know what you're gonna say.
But I just think that, I don't know, I don't really like when men wear flip-flops. And
Why
I'm
do
not
you expect
saying
them to
that
wear
you
to the
shouldn't wear
beach?
them. If you like them, do you. It doesn't matter what I think. But funny enough, my husband doesn't like flip-flops at all. And
See?
I
refused
can
to
see
even
that.
buy them until I was like,
Both
no,
of you.
we're literally going to the beach. You should buy
What
some.
about slides?
But I just,
Do
You would
those
wear
give
those.
less? Like if you had some Nike slides or something cute.
Those are okay. I don't know what it is, but flip flops, like when you're just wearing them like out and about, I'm
it's
like,
just too much of a
it's
man's
the way
foot.
to just take the outfit down.
Shouldn't be.
I
It just
think it's like
doesn't-
a bold choice.
I don't think it like brings it up. I think
and
like
it's
a cool
like a bad
sneaker,
signal
or even
to
a slide.
you of like, oh, laid back, like different kind of man. That
Yeah,
you
I don't know
want.
why. It's just for me, it's
You're
not
not
really
attracted
like the
to.
fashion choice that I love.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
That's all I gotta say.
I feel
But
for
if
it.
you didn't like that,
But someone else loves it out
No,
there.
someone
Yeah,
else
someone
loves
I
it.
else
Exactly.
actually do.
I
I think
think
it's
it's
like
fun.
fun and quirky. I'm like,
Yeah, I can
good
roll
for
with
you.
it.
Okay.
Live your truth.
I can roll with it.
Okay.
Nothing. I was thinking of guys when they wear flip flops and jeans. Sometimes I get a little.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
depending on the man, I'm like, you go.
Yeah, it
You
depends.
tell him wear
I-
your flip flops
Here
and
we go.
jeans. Okay, my next ick, and I don't know what this actually is, but it's when things taste like fake sugar.
Oh, my,
I don't know
that
what
was on
it
my
is.
list too. Artificial sweeteners.
some kind
But
of
it's like,
artificial
I don't know if it's every single one, but okay, you know what? It's the Celsius drinks taste like this.
Yeah.
Anyone
Oh,
know?
I haven't had one.
And
That
it's
is.
disgusting.
Oh.
It's like
Oh,
aspartame.
Oh, I
or
hate
hate
it
that.
so
right?
much.
I hate
like
that
I
too.
can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
can't
look
do
it
with
up
the
what it is.
chemicals. Mine, even though I love cold food, the only cold food that gives me the ick is French fries. Cold French fries give me
They're
the
really
biggest
gross.
ick.
They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
bad.
I will still eat them for sure, but they
Oh.
just give me the
They don't
ick
keep
while I'm
well.
eating
You
them.
can try to keep your
Microwave them.
leftovers, but then they're just
I
not
don't
the
use
same.
microwaves.
Then they're like just soggy and
It's
weird.
just not right.
It's better
It ain't
than
right.
cold though.
It
They
ain't
get like
right.
Yeah,
stale
they just don't- they don't
tasting.
stay
Air
well.
fryer, yes. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
not right.
Okay, so once again, no offense.
That's this whole. We are just giving a giant no offense disclaimer.
It just
None
gives
of it.
me the ick a bit.
I
Yeah.
know.
Designers, like luxury designers.
All of them.
most
The
of
people
them.
that design the clothes.
most,
no, designer
most
clothes?
designer
Coco
things.
Chanel.
Oh, yeah,
Almost
I could see that.
Everything that exists that's like designer, it just
You know what? I actually really agree with
I
that.
think it depends.
It
I
just
don't know
gives me
why.
a little. It's just not my favorite. It's just not my taste.
Yeah,
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 we
yeah.
get
It's
it,
not my
we get it.
taste. Okay.
Okay. This is definitely more than a beige ick. This is like more like a rage filled ick for me.
What?
Okay, I'm trying to think of how to describe this properly. I'm just gonna say parenting gurus.
Oh!
But it's not what you think. It's not actually therapists who share things that are helpful. It's these people online that I've seen. It's really not that many, but here and there I see them and I'm just filled with rage every time, where they act like they know everything and that they know exactly how children should be raised and there's one way and they're doing it. And it's just sort of this very condescending. Usually a giveaway is they instead of saying baby, they say babe, the babe. I don't know why. No, literally. I've seen these multiple people being like, make sure that the babe, blah, blah, blah. And it like, I don't know why.
That would give me the ick so fast.
It gives me, up and down the street, I'm
The
icking.
babe.
Wait, when people say, "Hey, mamas,"
No, see, that doesn't bother me.
That's
gives me the
universal.
ick.
It's just when people are like,
I know.
you know why I chose to do blank for my child.
The
I
babe.
picture them like throwing a cape over their shoulder
Oh,
and
for
they're like,
sure.
me and my children, we do this.
We're
thing."
perfect.
Yeah, and it's like, I too was a perfect parent before I had children, but no, they have children. It just bothers me because I'm like, you don't know everything, and what works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for someone else. So just step down the high horse. Yeah, that just bothers me.
So true.
Okay.
Okay, mine is when people send gifts over text and they're under the age of like 40.
I get it.
Like,
Oh my
are
gosh,
you
I do
okay?
that. I send them to my in-laws
Okay, that's
okay.
different.
because they send them to me, so I'm
Like-
speaking their language.
Like, okay, Chad
is
sends
such
me
a-
gifts, and that's fine.
It's like Gen X and boomers, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but if you are not that age,
Don't
why
do
are you
it.
sending that to me?
Oh
Listen,
my
I can
God.
do a well-placed one and well.
Only if it's ironic.
Yes, mine
Like,
are all
I know
ironic.
this is
Wow.
so cringe. I'm
Guys-
sending it knowing it's
The
cringe.
problem is I literally don't know how to do that. So that's maybe another problem.
I
Yeah.
can.
I
Think
don't
you
even
know
know
how to
how to
send a
send
gift?
one. I don't. I've
I
never.
love
Yeah,
it.
I can never. If you sent one, I'd be like, "Who stole this phone?"
Yes.
I would
I'd be
never
like, "How
see
did
you
this
doing
happen?"
If
that.
you
that's
actually
true.
sent like an emoji at all, I would be like, who stole your phone?
I do a couple here and there.
Wait,
I'm like,
oh my gosh,
I've
do you
never
ever
seen one.
do
So,
emojis?
yeah.
No, here and there.
Every year or so.
No,
If I feel like it needs a
I
little-
literally
If it
cannot think.
strikes your fancy.
Yeah, I do a little here.
I've seen you do like on your story,
Not
maybe
to
like
me.
a heart or something.
I basically
You
I-
see like a
I-
heart. Oh yeah, the pink heart. That's the emoji I
only-
think of with you. It's the pink heart.
I mainly do like and like
Yeah, crying,
Like,
pink
phew.
heart, and that one.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
you
I do
that.
those too.
Yeah,
That's true.
I've seen that.
But not in,
and the
like,
eyeglass. You've done that.
I feel like you only do that in a group text though, and not a personal text.
yeah.
Most of the
To
time,
me
no.
personally.
Only
Not
the
in person.
sunglasses one.
Yeah,
that
most
one.
of the time.
It's
not
like you're
personal.
trying to be more sociable in the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, if I'm trying to not look like I'm mad to the person, I'll try a little bit harder. But to
Yeah.
you guys, I feel like you know that I'm not mad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can do it. Be myself.
Okay. This one is kind of hard to explain, but Lauren will get it, I think.
Okay.
When people film like
no.
a very personal moment and pretend like they weren't filming, where it's like they're
what do
like,
you mean?
like where they're like, oh, we were just dancing around our home or something, or like they're like randomly like crying their eyes out because of something. And
You mean mommy influencers?
maybe,
especially? They
Wait,
do this
that's
all
actually
the time.
such a
or
weird
like,
thought.
or like certain
Like,
couples
they
that I've
act like-
seen where they break up and then they post videos about their breakup, and it's like
That's different.
that's different,
thing.
but it's in the same vein for me. It's like
very personal.
It's like they act like they got caught on candid
Yes,
camera,
yes, yes.
but you
You
were
were not.
the candid
you
camera.
were the camera.
Yeah.
You
It
were
was
candid
you.
camera. It's so, and then everyone
yes.
thinks it's real.
Absolutely.
Not that it's not real, but and no one else gets.
Absolutely.
I can't. I'm so sorry. It's just it's disturbing.
That's like when I talked about this before, and I can't remember what episode, but when the new shtick that someone did it first and it must have been real, but at some point, this whole shtick happened where the husband pretends that he doesn't know his wife is going to do this funny dance or this funny thing, and then he cracks up overly loud. It's in a lot of TikToks. And he's
I
like,
can't.
Oh yes,
It's
I
like,
know that
okay.
guy.
There's a bunch of them.
Oh,
There's
we
one.
can't.
One of them seems kind of genuine to me, kind of, and then a lot of them just seem like they're copying maybe him. I don't know.
I can't hear.
I don't
it's-
think I've ever seen
it's
that. That's
so-
That's a
far.
classic. Just laugh a lot to make other people think it's
Like,
funny.
oh, my wife is so funny. Like, you do really. I mean, yeah. Did you do this 10 times? I don't know. It's just really weird.
Yeah, like, what take is this?
Yeah. Sometimes it is funny, but
It's
all the
just
time.
I can't. We know it's not real.
Well,
Yeah.
you do.
I know it's not real.
It's also
you
weird
and
how
me
you
behind the camera. We know.
I don't think about that stuff. And then I remember seeing a video of this lady. She was just doing like a grocery store vlog where she was like showing herself shopping. And then someone commented, and I was like, I never thought of that. They're like, imagine going to a grocery store, setting your tripod down, and then filming yourself walking in, because it was a shot of the outside of the store and her walking in.
a tripod.
I was like, whoa,
People
that
do that.
is an interesting
That
thought.
is weird.
That's got to look really weird.
I've never seen that in real life. I would like to. That would be such
but
a
I mean,
sight.
you got to do what you got to do. If you're making,
It's just weird to think of that. You're
day
like,
in
oh,
the
here I
life.
am at the store. You don't think
You're
about them
so right.
filming it.
It's weird.
But
I'm
It is
so
weird.
self-conscious to film at the time.
I could never. Filming in public is so scary to me.
Oh, I don't want
But
people to get mad.
we have done weirder. Just saying.
Yeah,
it's
guys,
not
come
that
on.
it's weird. It's just like
No, that's not like the personal emotional thing. The personal emotion thing is a little.
yeah.
I'm like
Depending. Depending on what it is, where they pretend that it's not. Yeah, when they're
Yeah.
pretending that. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but guys,
It's
every
basically
time we
they're
filmed in
pretending
public,
it's
I
candid
cringed.
camera, but you set it up.
I
You
Yeah.
set it up on that tripod.
Yeah, when we film in public, I do cringe also.
Oh, I hate it.
Okay. Wearing jeans gives me the biggest ick. I love jeans. They look great on everyone. Love them. But I
Personally,
hate
you can't wear them.
wearing them. But I wish that I loved wearing them is the problem.
Is it the texture?
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
the
It
restriction?
just gives me such an ick. I didn't wear them for the first like 13 years of my life because I was like, you can't do a cartwheel when you're wearing jeans. Isn't exactly true.
I feel
Now
like you
that I-
definitely
Need
can.
some nice stretchy jeans.
Yeah, now that I think about it, and now with the advancement in technology in 2023,
Yeah.
you definitely can.
Do skinny jeans give you the ache more than less skinny
I
jeans?
don't know. It depends on the pair.
They're definitely less easy to move in than other jeans. I feel
Yeah.
Like flare jeans. I got a pair recently and I'm like, wow, you can move in these.
Yeah, you
They're
can.
so comfortable.
I
It
love.
just sucks.
I love
It sucks. I wish I liked them, but it really gives me the ick. So I'll wear them to film, then I'll take them off.
You wear your shorts here to change while you film, and then you wear your shorts back.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
It's
wish.
pretty lit.
Wish it wasn't me. Like Lauren, you can wear them like all day.
I've like slept in jeans.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that is so
I can't relate to
shocking.
that.
That is
That's
shocking.
too constricting.
Insane.
Nick is
And
the
it's like
same.
laying on a button. That sounds uncomfortable. To
It's
me. 'Cause that's even
shocking.
my
I
stomach.
don't like do that on purpose, but I have in my
I can't
life.
do
So
that.
that's
Been
my
like,
most regretful, sad ick. I wish
Okay.
I wish I could change it, but I can't. Can't do it. Okay, next.
Accept yourself.
Yeah, I accept it.
Okay, this is really random, but I just thought of this when I was making the list. Store-bought frosting. Ugh.
Gives you the ick?
Yes.
does.
I'm
I don't
like,
mind it.
here's the thing. Why would you? Okay, frosting is such a delicious food. I love treats. If you're gonna have a treat, why would you eat store? That literally ruins it. Like I feel like homemade buttercream frosting. It's
It is
really
good.
easy to make. It's delicious, and it just tastes so much better to me. The store-bought, I'm like, this is literally ruining a treat. And anytime you get like a cake or something, and it has that kind of taste of like
it has a kind of
it's like a chemical
artificial taste.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I have to say, I definitely prefer the artificial tasting frosting to like the real one because the real one tastes like butter, and I hate the taste of butter.
Oh yeah,
You
Oh, I
hate
love
the
butter.
taste of butter?
Yeah.
I only like it subtle.
You like the like butter garlic sauce.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But not like
I don't want
my
butter
gosh.
in my sweets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
You're probably
butter.
like me with the sweet pickle thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it can be sour, but it can't be
I
sweet.
like that artificial kind of frosting that you get on like a
Oh,
store-bought
like
cake.
No,
those
no,
cookies
no.
that are literally
Okay,
from
weird.
like Mars.
Those
like
actually,
that's
my
food.
exception. The what are they called?
The frosting, whatever.
No. The what is that?
Wait,
The
when
cookie-
you
sugar
made
cookies,
those
the
on,
soft
ones?
when you made those on,
No.
No.
It's something else house.
I have no clue what it is.
I don't know what you're
Whatever,
talking about,
whatever.
actually.
You know the cookies that you get at the grocery store.
With
They
the
have
frosting.
and sprinkles, and they're really
Yes,
soft.
yes.
Loft House, that's what they're called.
Oh.
Loft House cookies.
When you made those for Easter, they were amazing.
Oh yeah.
You made ones like that.
That was good.
So, but you know what? The homemade frosting is better.
It was better for sure. I didn't feel like I was getting like.
A lot of times box things like box cake, box brownies, I don't think is bad tasting. It's
No.
the frosting specifically that I don't like.
Thanks for listening to the Cimorelli podcast. To hear the rest of this episode, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cimorelli, where we post every episode in full. You can also watch all of our past seasons and Patreon-only episodes when you become a patron.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.